G'day folks, it's Wallo Ferrell from thewritersite.world, bringing you another tutorial, this time on the writer's office. Now I want to apologise in advance for both my voice and the background noise that you will hear. Unfortunately, I can't control what the locals do in the Philippines. So let's get to it. The writer's office is where we post our writing. So we click on that and you're presented with this screen. You can see your portfolio in that screen. So if you wanted to edit your last post or any post that you've made, you click on that little pencil icon and you can see the little edit sign come up. Then you click on the cross if you want to delete it, or if you want to have a look at it, you click that preview, the little eyeball. So that's pretty straightforward. It's all actually pretty straightforward, but let's see how we go. Okay, so you click on create new post and you're presented with the editor. It's not quite Microsoft Word or any of the other ones, but it's okay. So we type our title in here, and you also have to forgive my slow internet. Now we can add media. Media is a picture or whatever by clicking on this one. Now that one, add media, at the top goes to the inside of your post. I don't believe that, even though I do put them myself, I must admit I'm guilty of that. I don't believe that a poem or a story needs a picture to make it good. It should be able to stand on its own. So, but anyway, I'll show you. So there we go. We click add media. It will first come up with the media library, if my internet ever catches up. So let's take this one, for example. No, let's don't take that one. Let's take this one, for example, because I feel like a swim. And that will pop up in your editor. You can make it as big as you want. That's my daughter, by the way, in the beach there. Not the one with the sunglasses, the one next to it. You can center it. You can justify it. Oh, no alignment, sorry. Align left. Align right. You can edit it. You can delete it. Whatever. So, if my internet signal catches up with us, we might be able to continue. Okay, so it's also got a spell checker. So if you type THYR, it'll come up with a red line underneath it, so you can sort of, you know, same as Microsoft Word, whatever. So you can type, this is my story, in there. Okay, that's your text. So we had the picture. I'm not going to put it, but you can change the font if you want. You can make it like that. That's not story. It's stove. That's stove. I come from a different country. Different planet sometimes. Okay, you can make it bold. You can make it big. I won't make it that big, but you can make it big. You can make it italic. You can change the color of the text if you want to. It comes out yellow, comes out purple, whatever you want. You can add links to it if you want to. I'm not going to go into that right now because that'll be covered in another section, but okay. We'll just set that to normal. You've got all the different, or a lot of the different fonts in here that you can play around with. It's not a complete list, but it's good enough. So you've got your, you can line it and everything else, obviously. You've got your categories down here. So you scroll away from your story. You've got your categories. Let's call it poetry humor, because I like humor poetry. Don't worry about the tags too much, that doesn't matter. You can add them if you want to, but I don't bother at this point. So you want to put a featured image so that people can see the photo out the front rather than inside the piece itself. So you need to go to your own computer to do this. So we go to pictures. I'll put one of my brother-in-law. He looks a bit sad in this one, but he's a happy chappy. Okay, now it'll say not uploaded until post is saved. Okay, excerpt. It's up to you if you want to put something in there. I don't bother. You could say this is my life story if you wanted to. You'll see published. If you click on that, private, pending review, draft, don't worry about the pending review. I'll remove that at some point. By default, it's published. Don't worry about the text button, because that's just crazy, and unfortunately, the company that hands out the websites can't get rid of it, so I'll find a way. Okay, so we've done the title, we've done the story, we've done a bit about the colours. You've also got these up here. You've also got these up here. Now, if you want to have a look at this one, now, new story, for example, okay? Now, we type that, we copy that. And then I'll paste it under here. Comes out exactly the same because I click paste. But if I click paste display in text, so yes, sorry about that. If we paste here as paste, it will come out double spaced in the lines. So, which is a bit ugly. And again, there's nothing I can do about that. That's the nature of the beast on WordPress websites. If we click paste display in text, they'll come out much nicer. So, okay, if you wanted to, you can finish it with a smiley face. There's not that many, but I reckon it's cool. So we'll put cool in there. Okay, we've chosen a file for the featured image. We've got our title. It's on publish. Published. This is my story, new story. I've got a little bit of a copy and paste there. If you wanted to change that, you can click on poetry non-fiction, but I like poetry humour. So, and then I think we've got it pretty much covered. You can center it. You can do basically. It's not Microsoft Word, but it's pretty close. And then we just click save. Now you'll have to excuse my slow internet signal. While it saves, but if you then, once it's saved, you click on library, and that's what you get. There's my brother-in-law with a butterfly on his head. We'll click on him, just have a look, and there it is. Type title, this is my story, new story. You can make that darker by making it bold. There's our little emoticon, and people will put their review in there. So I hope this has helped you to understand a little bit more about how to use the writer's office. I'll go into some more detail a bit later on, but it's a basic tutorial. Thank you very much, folks, and we'll see you on the next one, which will be on the social area. Bye for now.